Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my first week of keto, how much weight I lost, what I did to lose that weight, what I ate, my experience. I'm also gonna be including video clips of every day that I had a chance to record. It's just a lot, but I do want to say before we get into all of that, my first week was a huge success. I'm currently on day 12 or 13, so almost at the 2-week mark. So let me know if you guys want to see another one of these videos. We're just gonna jump straight into it because I'm really excited, and I actually wrote down everything I want to talk about here just so I don't forget anything. So if I'm looking down, baby, you already know the drill. So alright, so in my own definition, I'm gonna explain to you guys what keto is. So keto is a diet where you eat the lowest amount of carbs, okay amount of protein, and a large amount of fat. You want to make sure you don't eat too much protein because you do need fat for fuel. It's because instead of eating carbs and sugar and your body using that as fuel, you're replacing that with fat. So you need to make sure you get your fat in every single day. And while you're doing keto, you get into something called ketosis, which is where your body starts using fat for energy, and it uses the fat that you consume and also your own body fat when it doesn't have any more fat to burn down. So that's the goal. Ultimately, you want to have your body burning your own fat for fuel, which would lead to weight loss because obviously you're losing fat. So that's, in my definition, what ketosis is. I think I chose the worst spot in the world to park. If you're a person that don't like keto, or you don't like the idea of just eating fats and you cannot eat most fruits, you cannot eat any fruits actually. Compared to the amount of fruits that exist and the amount of fruits that you're allowed to eat, it's like you cannot eat any fruits whatsoever. But you can eat berries, but in moderation. If you don't like keto, I want you to know that you're not alone, because I was the very same way. I actually tried keto for 2 days a few months ago, and I just thought it was the worst thing in the world. I just felt so disgusting eating only meats. And just so it's not boring for you guys, as I'm telling you guys why I thought keto was just the worst thing in the world, I'm gonna be including some videos of me, whether it's me working out or what I ate. I'm just gonna be including all of this so you guys could be entertained and still know my story. So I decided to do keto this time around because I learned about my body, and I remember there was a point in time where my metabolism was so fast, and it doesn't matter what I ate, I would never gain weight, or if I did gain weight, it was only a tiny bit. Now if you watched my last video about weight loss, then you would actually know my story already, but I'm gonna say it really briefly, really quickly. So I met my boyfriend, and he just kept giving me chocolate after chocolate, and because of that, I think it like restarted or rebooted my metabolism. So now it starts working slower, and whatever food I started feeding my body would be stored as fat instead of burned down for fuel and energy. So I was what you call insulin resistant. Basically, whatever food you eat, it just gets stored in your body as fat. But basically my body changed because I ate so much sweets and so much carbs. Like, you don't understand, I went crazy with the sweets and carbs, and so that's the outcome. So I did my research, and I learned that the exact opposite of that horrible process is the keto diet, and it's you being in ketosis, which is where your body basically does a whole 360 and starts burning fat for fuel, which is exactly what a person that was in my condition needed. So I was like, you know what, let me give keto another chance, because keto is literally the answer that I need. So I want to make sure that you guys know, if you're trying to do keto, don't be like I was in the beginning. Don't be like, oh, I only got to eat fats and meat, like it's gonna be so nasty. Just don't be like that, because there's so many things that you could eat, and there's so many modifications that you could do on keto. It's actually crazy. I've actually been so creative with my meals and what I ate, and honestly every single thing that I've eaten was really good. So there's no complaining from me. Okay, so what did I eat while I was doing my keto diet? Like I said before, and as you probably already seen, I ate a variety of things, and I made sure to not bore myself or to not get grossed out by anything, because I'm the type of person, I can't watch the same movie twice, and the same goes for my food. I can't eat the same food too many times, or else it just gets for me, right? So you could say I was very picky on my keto diet, but then again, I'm my own chef, so I had to do what I had to do in order for me to be happy with the things that I was eating on keto. But from the top of my head, I remember eating crab legs, which is amazing for keto, and that's like my protein, and it has a very tiny amount of carbs, if any. And for my fat, I would just get a cheese sauce that has whipping cream and cheese, and it was so delicious. I recommend if you're eating that meal, you add some broccoli, because you could also dip the broccoli in the cheese sauce. So other than that, I also ate wings, I ate ribs, asparagus. I have a newfound love for asparagus. I never knew asparagus was that good, but asparagus is delicious. I ate salmon. Salmon is a great source of fats. For my breakfast, I make sure that I eat my eggs, which is my protein. And if I'm ever making fried eggs, because I prefer boiled eggs, but if I'm ever making fried eggs, I like to add bacon and my low carb tortilla wrap. Each wrap only has 4 grams of carbs, but I like to add that to it. I add my avocados for my healthy fats because that's extremely important. And yeah, I eat good actually, and people around me, they eat my food with me, and I'm just like, what are you doing? I actually made this concoction that was so good. Okay, it was ground beef, right, with stir fried coleslaw, veggies, but without like the coleslaw ingredients. I don't like coleslaw. I don't like the cream, the mayo, whatever they put in it. I don't like it, but I only use the veggies, which is like the cabbage, the carrots. So I made my ground beef, right, and I stir fried the coleslaw. I put butter, I put soy sauce. It was so good. Like, y'all, a great lunch idea. It was it was that good. But yeah, I ate really good. One thing about it is, if I'm not eating good, I'm not doing it. So if you're worried about that, go ahead and try keto and just be creative with what you're gonna eat. So yeah, that's that. All right, so when you're doing keto, I want you guys to know something. You don't just automatically get into ketosis, which is what you want to get into, and that is the process of your body burning fat for fuel. You don't automatically get into that like the first day or the first 2 days of doing the diet. For me, it took 4 days to 5 days, or at least that's when I saw a change. I bought these keto testing strips, and I'm gonna include pictures right here. But after day 4 or day 5, I weirdly somehow could tell that I was in ketosis just by how I felt different. And when I used the testing strips, guys, it says I was in full blast ketosis. Like, I was deep in ketosis. Like, that thing was dark purple. I was so excited and so happy because before I got into ketosis, so basically before day 5, I was feeling extremely bloated. You have to know this. You're gonna feel bloated. You're gonna feel like crap because I was eating the food, but my body was lacking carbs, and so of course I'm not gonna get a great response from my body. I felt down, but what I knew is I'm not gonna let my feelings get ahead of what I'm trying to do. So I had to tell myself, hey, you are in control of this right here. I am in control of that. I'm in control of my thoughts. So I'm like, even though I don't want to eat this, and it didn't matter if it was delicious or not, I just wanted carbs. Like, I wanted my bread, I wanted my pasta, I wanted my rice. Like, my mom cooked some amazing food and I couldn't eat the rice, so I ate the chicken. I was like, listen, you're not allowed. I had to talk to myself like I'm a little kid. I had to discipline myself because I rarely do that. I was like, you are not allowed to eat that. You're not allowed to, like, you actually cannot. There's not an option where you can put this in your mouth. You actually just can't. So I was strict on myself, and it's paying off because now, being almost 2 weeks on ketosis, I don't have those cravings anymore. Yesterday was Sunday, and it was the first Sunday of the month, and my church gave out so much food. Like, I'm talking my favorite foods. Guess what? I took 2 plates, baby, and I ate the salad and the chicken only. People were so shocked, like, oh my god, Daphne didn't eat, because I'm normally the one asking people for their food. So they were shocked, and I'm just like, yes, I am not playing. I'm gonna stay on this until my birthday, which is in February. But yeah, my whole point of saying all this is, if you're gonna do keto, don't expect to be in ketosis after 2 or 3 days. It's not gonna happen. For some people, it actually takes a week or even 2 weeks to get into ketosis. It depends on how strict you are, and I was really strict with what I ate. I made sure to lower my carb intake significantly, and yeah, that's what happened. But it did not take me long to get into ketosis, but it also did not take me a short amount of time. So keep that in mind. You're gonna be bloated before you get into ketosis. You're gonna be like, oh my god, what I'm doing, is it actually gonna work, or am I just like suffering for no reason? So I also did not lose any weight, like no weight whatsoever before ketosis starts. So before day 4, think about that, before day 4, day 5, I didn't lose any weight. So that's 3 days of being consistent, 3 days of trial and error, 3 days of not knowing if what I'm doing is working. I just had to trust the process, and I did not lose any weight whatsoever until day 4, day 5. Okay, so I'm on day 5 on keto, and it's like my face wants to be skinny so bad. No, seriously, there's been a serious difference in like my face. Like, even when I go down like this, before I normally wouldn't be able to do that. So okay, I think ketosis started for me today just by how I'm feeling, and I've actually been able to use the bathroom. I don't know if that's TMI. If it is, I'm so sorry, but you need to know this type of stuff if you're trying to do keto. So yeah, I think it started for me today, but I ordered these keto strips, and when I take them, I'm gonna share that with you guys. But yeah, I'm so excited that my face is not like a fat blob after just eating regular foods that I normally eat. And it's not really hard for me right now. Like, the keto is not really hard for me. I'm doing the damn thing. I'm on day 5. Well, actually day 5 is over. It's like 9 o'clock. What time is it? It's 9:31 right now. So day 5 is basically over. I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow morning. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, that was my little update. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want to give like more updates, but I just wanted to say, like, my skin, not even my skin, my face. Hold on, let me put the ring light on so I can stun y'all. Already? Okay, y'all wasn't even ready for that. Oh my god. It's day 6 and I feel really good. Like, I feel really good. Now, granted, with the keto diet and you being like a beginner and everything, you're definitely gonna have muscle weakness, so just keep that in mind. But as far as everything else, I think I look good. Body is slimming down. I noticeably can see it in my stomach, and overall my cravings aren't horrible, honestly. I think the worst they've ever been was day 3 or day 4, but yesterday I was cool, and yesterday I actually found myself like not wanting the food. What I mean by that is, my boyfriend and we went to the movies, right? And normally when I go to the movies, I get nacho cheese fries with a big Slurpee. Like, I need a big Slurpee, right? Normally I get that, and I found myself like faking wanting it. I was like, let me smell it. It smells so good. But when I smelled it, I was not interested at all. Like, I did not want to like try it, you know, or have it. So I'm really happy, actually. But yeah, this was day 6, and I cannot wait to see day 7. By the way, I'm losing so much weight. I'm losing weight. Like, I'm extremely close to the weight loss I've had when I've been dieting, doing my regular diets. But now with keto, I'm extremely close. I'm like 2 pounds away. So if I lose those 2 pounds by tomorrow, over. And it's gonna be crazy that tomorrow, I feel like my ketosis started just because I'm able to use the bathroom. I think I told you this already, but I feel like it started already. So that's really good. Now I'm just waiting on like full ketosis to kick in. I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon, but I really hope it does. But I'm really excited. I'm really happy. Last thing, I know that one of the symptoms of you having the keto flu is that you're gonna get like a lack of sleep or something. That's the opposite of me. I want to sleep all the time, but I think it's because I work out almost every single day. Like, I say almost because the weekend was obviously Christmas, so it was crazy and the gym is closed. But yeah, like, so I think because my muscles are weak, that's why I'm able to sleep, which is good. But then again, my muscles are weak. I had to cut my workout kind of short today. I didn't run as much, but then again, I don't got the rest. What's wrong? All right, I see that we're getting out of context. So this has been day 6, and I'll see y'all on day 7. Okay, so how I felt, like the symptoms that I had, whether or not I had the keto flu. If you guys don't know what the keto flu is basically where your body is very weak, you're feeling dizzy, your head is foggy, and your muscles are weak. There could be more symptoms to the keto flu, but whether or not I had it, I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. So as far as how I felt, I already told you guys the first 3 days, it was like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm excited, but I'm impatient. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So the one time I remember feeling so happy is when I did my ketosis urine strip test. That's really when I remember being so happy, because it's like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm gonna trust the process, it's gonna pay off. So yeah, I definitely was happy after that 3 to 4 day period. That day I was really happy, happy. But it was also around that day that I started feeling symptoms, like really bad symptoms, and it was the keto flu. So yes, to answer the question, I did have the keto flu. There was one day I had it pretty horribly. I believe that was on day 6. It's still day 6. I don't feel too good. I'm recording with my phone, so the quality is not good, but I don't feel so good. I'm in bed, which I never go to bed during the day, but as you can see, I'm exhausted and I have like a headache that's bothering me. I looked it up, and a lot of sources say it's because I may be missing electrolytes, and I've been sweating a lot, so the electrolytes could get out like that. So I think that's what it is, because I've also been having muscle cramps, like muscle spasms and headaches. So today's the only day where it's gotten like really bad, but I took my keto test today. It actually came today. I took it. I passed. Like, I am on the highest level of keto, so that's good. I guess my body's getting used to it, but yeah, I don't feel good. And I just wanted to show you, I'm literally tucked away in bed. I'm cold and I feel very weak, so I'll be buying some electrolytes so this doesn't happen again, because this does not feel good. But at least we're in keto. Oh, I gotta go. But that day I felt so bad, and it's like my body was like, I beg of you, just lay down, please, just lay down. And normally whenever I'm sick, I don't like to just give the sickness my body. Like, I don't like to just be like, okay, you want me to lay down, I'm gonna lay down. I don't like to do that. But I physically didn't have the strength or the mental ability to fight it. That's like the very first time I remember giving in on this diet. But it's not like in a bad way, because whenever you're tired, you can't like fight with that, you get me? So I remember stopping everything I was doing. I had to work and everything. I just stopped everything I was doing. I went in my room and I laid down, and my body was so hot, so weak, and I was like, this is not okay. I did my research and I found out that I need some electrolytes. So electrolytes, which is crazy because it actually got delivered today. These are my maximum keto electrolytes. They are made with real salt and B vitamins. They got delivered today. I just seriously needed a source of electrolytes in order for me to feel better, in order for me to be better, and for me to just be hydrated, because it didn't matter how much water I drink, which I drink so much water. It didn't matter how much water I drink, I still felt horrible. I had that mental fog. I was very weak. My muscles were very weak. So whenever you're gonna start keto, know that the keto flu exists. You're gonna go through some trials with your body, and you just gotta stay strong, because after a few weeks or a couple of weeks, that does pass. But for now, in the beginning of the process, you just gotta fight until you adapt. So yeah, that's what I went through as far as my feelings and my symptoms. I would say I don't feel like the keto flu anymore, but how it happened is like I would have it one day and the next day I wouldn't, and then the day after that I would have it. So hopefully that doesn't keep happening, and hopefully with those pills I'm gonna be better. But yeah, I'm just happy I got them, because they're also supposed to be good with supplying energy. But yeah, that's how I felt. All right, so cravings and was it hard? I have to say, the first couple of days, my cravings weren't that bad, although my older brother decided to order a rum cake, which is so delicious, like so delicious, yo. And he put it in the middle of the kitchen, y'all. Oh my God. That was like my one big temptation, but I stayed true. I did not touch that rum cake. I did not play around with it, because I was like, I could buy you anytime. No, you're not hearing me, man. I was like, I could buy you anytime. I don't need you right now. What I need right now is to make a change. What I need right now is to do this for myself, because I rarely put myself, I rarely put my health, I rarely put what I want, what I desire first as far as my physical appearance. I rarely do that. I never realized how much people walk around this area, but I rarely do that. So I was just like, okay, challenge accepted. So he left the rum cake right there. I'm just like, it's gonna stay right there, baby. I'm gonna watch people eat it, but I'm not gonna be one of the people that eat it though. Other temptations were like when my mom cooked and she made like a full meal, so like rice and veggies and meat, you know what I mean? I'll eat the meat and the veggies. And remember when she made rice, oh my god, that rice smelled so good. She made rice and she made salmon with veggies. I ended up getting a low carb keto wrap, and I put the salmon and the veggies in it, and I ate it just like that. Like, I was not playing at all. Like, I'm not gonna give in. Like, the carbs, food is not something that has power over me, and I'm tired of being in the same cycle of starting a diet and not lasting for longer than a week. Fun fact, I've never lasted longer than a week on a diet. So I was like, I'm gonna break that cycle, because I tell myself, I tell my mouth, I tell my being what happens and what to do. I'm in charge here. Not my thoughts, not my cravings, not temptations. I run this. So I just had to remind myself of that every day. Like, and I was so motivated. I'm still very, very motivated. You guys don't understand. If you guys were to be able to have like a lens on me throughout my daily life, like, I work out almost every single day. I'm just so determined for a change. You know when you know your time is here? Like, my time is here. And it's crazy because it took me failing so many times to learn. Every single time that I failed, I learned from it. So I'm just happy to be here, love. Can you tell? All right, but yeah, the first week they were okay. Like, I was able to control myself, of course, but like, as far as the cravings, they were okay. I know we're only talking about the first week, but I'm on week 2. I'm gonna give you guys a little tiny bit of a spoiler for my week 2 update. The cravings aren't there anymore. Like, they are not there anymore. Like, if I see something, I'll be like, oh, that look like it's good, but that's literally it. You're not gonna catch me slipping. At this point, I feel like I'm too far into it, you get me? But again, stay tuned for week 2 because I got y'all. Okay, so we are almost at the point where I tell you guys how much weight I lost. But before I can tell you guys that, I want to talk about, did I cheat? And if I did cheat, how often did I cheat? So this is actually the reason why I really like keto, and it's because you can't cheat. You can't, like, one day you can't just eat rice with your meal. You just can't cheat. You can't eat pasta, you can't eat bread, you just cannot do it. I don't know if you guys are getting it or not, but you just cannot cheat. And if you do happen to cheat, then you're just zapped out of ketosis. And don't forget, it took you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days to get into that. So why would you want to cheat? Why would the rum cake stop me? Why would rice stop me? Why would nacho fries stop me? You get me? So I don't ever want to hit the reset unless it's my own will and it's my own decision, and I really want to just do it because I want to, not because of an animalistic temptation or whatever it is. Like, I want to be able to cheat or to break my ketosis when I'm ready and when I want to, you get me? So did I cheat? No, I didn't. Now, granted, one day I did eat rice cakes as a snack. It says it only has 4 grams of carbs per rice cake, but I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together, because I've never had a rice cake in my life, but I just knew they were healthy. So I don't know why I didn't know they were made out of rice. It's really puffed up rice. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know, because they wouldn't even know that. Like, I was just trying it out because I thought it was something healthy. I put some tuna on there with some spinach. I really thought I was doing a damn thing, but y'all, it had bad carbs. So I ate 2 of the rice cakes. I'm gonna put a picture right here. I ate 2 of them, and then when I was done, I'm like, let me just look it up because I like it and I want to eat it again, but I want to make sure. How about I look it up and they tell me that you should avoid rice cakes at all time. They could kick you out of ketosis. I was so sad. Like, y'all don't understand. I called my boyfriend. I was like, baby, what did I just do? I didn't know. And I just felt so dumb because the name is rice cakes. You get me? But I just always knew rice cake is healthy. I just always knew it, but not for the keto diet. So learn from my mistake if you ever thought about eating rice cake on the diet. The next day, I got my urine testing strips and I tested, and I think I took a picture of what it was on, but it was on like the lighter pinks, and I was like, oh Lord, okay, it's good that I still have some type of ketosis going on, but it just, I was so down. But I was like, okay, next time, this is my lesson. Next time, before I put anything in my body, I'm checking. So that's like a lesson learned. Again, I'm still a beginner in this keto lifestyle type of thing, but that's like the only time I cheated. And all right guys, it is now time for what I'm positive you guys have been waiting for. I'm gonna include what my body looked like before, after, videos, pictures, the amount of pounds that I lost, everything. Oh, okay, I cannot believe I'm actually succeeding in keto. Like, it's a lot to me, but the total amount of weight that I lost on week 1, and don't forget I told you guys you do not lose weight before you're in ketosis, where I did not actually. So I did not lose any weight before I was in ketosis, and this is only a 1 week period, but I lost a total of 6.4 pounds in those 3 days that I was fully in ketosis. So don't forget, the first 4 days I was not losing weight. I felt bloated. I felt worse actually, but again, that was my body reacting to the lack of carbs and reacting to a new diet, and it had to adapt to it. But within those 3 days I lost 6.4 pounds. Granted, I do want to say, I know it's water weight, but still, that is weight that is lost. That was my experience. That was the amount of weight that I lost, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what my body looked like before and what my body looked like on day 7. Okay, so that was my results from doing the keto diet. I absolutely love this diet. I think there's so much you could eat, so much you could do to lose weight, and granted there are some downsides, but there's a lot of upside. Just imagine not working out or not doing anything and your body's burning your own fat for fuel. Of course, it's not that simple, there's more to it, but overall that's what's happening with me right now. It's crazy. Now I do have more I want to tell you guys about the whole keto journey and what I'm experiencing and everything like that, but that would just have to be another video. But I want to know, do y'all see the weight loss in my face? I'm gonna stop talking real quick so I could see it, because it's insane. Yo, that's legitimately crazy. That's insane to me, but we did the damn thing, and I'm so proud of myself. And if you're thinking about going keto, I recommend don't just jump into it. I recommend doing your research, looking up recipes ahead of time and knowing you're gonna like them. I recommend getting ready, so already grocery shopping. I recommend you already setting a schedule for when you're gonna work out. Just prepare yourself for what's coming, because you may not be your best self when you first get started, because it is hard. But once you get everything ready in advance, you know, okay, this is the journey I'm gonna go on, and I already have everything set up, so nothing can stop me other than me. So definitely keep that in mind if you want to start a keto diet. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. By the way, if you made it this far, I assume you want to know about me. So if you guys don't know who I am, hi, my name is Daphne, but I go by Fufu, and I am on a weight loss journey that is long overdue to be ended at this point, but we're finally getting somewhere, and I'm finally seeing progress, so hopefully that lasts. But I love you guys so much, and I want to thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, Fufu out. Love you.